Hi guys, how we going? So I've just been for a long walk. I've just made myself a massive cup of tea. It's Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth. So we want to give time for a few people to join on. I've got my props, always got my props now. Yeah, if we show you my props, usual props. These are my favorite books. Remember the little mini book that's £3.18 from Amazon? A Rough Guide to Elvis. Love that book. And then we've got the one that Linda sent me. Linda Thompson. Yeah. A Little Thing Called Love. These are my props. Of course, my box. I've got my YouTube neon, and of course, yeah, Deborah, they're £3.18 from Amazon. Absolute bargain. So I've got a little tea and a big tea. Now you may hear the kids in the background, but the wife is with the kids. We've just bought them some toys and stuff. You probably saw the pictures on Facebook. We've been for a long walk. Let's show you some pictures of our little time out. Look at them. That's the kids squashed into teddy bears. Oh, okay, Jane, I understand. So then we've been out looking at the Christmas decorations. Christmas is coming, guys. So we've had a nice time. We've had a good 3 hours together. Now they've brought back some toys. Yasmin likes a bit of arts and craft, so she's going to make something. So yeah, we've had a bit of a nice time. Thank you. And the kids, luckily, the kids, Yasmin and Tino, the small kids, they quite like my Team Elvis channel. So they're quite happy with it. They're quite used to it. Even Tino thinks I'm Elvis. It makes me laugh. Tino's like, Dad, I've already told you this. Dad, are you Elvis? I'm like, okay. Even though I'm like 57 years old with my hair all dyed black. Okay, I'm Elvis. That'll do. So I did bump into Emilio Santoro's. Let me get his picture up. I bumped into his parents, and let me just show Emilio. Now, Emilio, to me, is one of the best Elvis tribute acts in the world. He's just won the massive Memphis one. And when I was shopping, I bumped into his parents. In case you don't know who Emilio Santoro is, he is absolutely amazing. He literally is amazing. And I had a real good chat about my Defending Elvis channel. This is Emilio Santoro. And a bit of a coincidence, he has just bought a Volkswagen air-cooled car. So I love that. Not only do we have that in common with loving Elvis from the age of 4, but he's also into Volkswagen air-cooled vehicles. So that's as good as it gets. So I did say to the parents, if he needs any help with his classic car, I'd love to help him. And she was saying that they're at Hemsey at the moment, which is great. So do we remember? There's a few things we're going to go over now. So no, guys, you must have your cup of tea. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jane is off. Debbie. Hi, Debbie. I'm taking my time because I want to get more people to join us. So let's just get a few people to latch on to us. Message each other, guys. Message each other. Friend request each other, and then message each other. So the people that miss it, you guys can let them know, because for some reason many of you are not getting the notifications. I'll just send a few. Now I've had something sent to me from Nessa Jaws, which is, he is a researcher from what I can tell. Also from Amy Collett, who is Auntie Amy, who we're proud to say is one of our main researchers. So I've had a few informations about Vernon Presley and his last will, why the decision was made to alter the will. So I know that Amy is quite strong-minded, that we get things right when we talk about the Vernon's last will and the reasons for the last will. You guys have very strong views about the last will, so we need to go through that a bit as well. I'm probably going to read some of the will as well. I was going to mention Bridget Cruz things. Let's have a look. Right, who can we remind? Let's have a look. Let's remind a few people, shall we? Let's remind Michelle. Me. And a lot of you, it's a Sunday, you go out for dinner with your families, I get it. Okay, let's keep going. Let's just try to, let's just tell a few people. Hi Stacey, I haven't heard you on for a few days. How's everything with you? So, just, okay. I'm just quickly just messaging a few that's on my list. Hi Pamela. Right, we're just giving you guys a chance. Let's tell Jean, shall we? Patty Ann, we're live. So slowly you're coming on board. So the UK time is 4:41 p.m. Riley's fan page. Interesting. Let's just put we're live on Defending Elvis. YouTube. Right, okay. A lovely cup of tea, guys. Crystal. All right, Crystal's from there. Crystal is on there. Right, okay. Let's just see who we got. So I've reminded a few of you. Is there anyone else? Rose. Let's tell Rose Finney. Rose always gives me amazing information. He's gone, Lisa's memoir about the day her daddy died. Oh, what's this? So I'm just checking a bit of the info that you guys. Lady of the Lake. Hi, everyone. Right, so that's Tino screaming. All right, it's Rare Elvis Photos reading the memoir. So this, I've got to get his name right. I keep calling him. 1 second. Right, Rora. Who else can we remind, guys? Melissa. Let's tell Melissa. Right. I know Natalie comes on sometimes, doesn't she? Natalie. Let's tell Natalie. Right. Okay, let's go to the main chat and just remind everyone. Can you shut the door out there, please? Thank you. You're amazing. I'm sure the kids wait for me to go live, then scream. Linda Cudden, yes. Let's try Linda. Good little reminders, guys. Now, the problem with Linda is I think she's on here with a different last name. This is the problem. Let's see what Linda's come up. Thanks, Deborah. Let's see what other Linda's come up. Yeah, I don't think I've got Linda on here. Let's have a look. There is a Linda on here. Does anyone know her last name? Diana. Let's tell Diana. I just want to get people on here rather than, I just think it makes the whole chat a little bit more interesting. And eventually people do find out that we're live, but sometimes it takes them a real while. So they end up finding the conversation at the end. We don't want that, do we, guys? Okay. I'm just finding a few more people here. Mary, come on, Mary. How are we getting on? So bit by bit. Oh, Diana, did you get it? Diana, was it me that reminded you, or did you get the reminder? Yes, see, you guys should be getting notifications. I just don't get it. I do not understand it. Do not understand it. Okay, just letting a few more people latch on to us. Ashley, do you know what happened to Ashley? I haven't heard from Ashley for ages. Does anyone remember Ashley? Right. Okay. Let's tell Darby. We're going to tell Amy. All right. This is going on a bit, guys. Sorry. Okay. Right. I think we've done quite a few. Let's see if there's anyone else that we've forgotten. We probably have forgotten a few people. Emily, there we go, Emily. We must remember Emily. We're getting there now. We've got a few more joining on now. Cherie, was it me that reminded you, or did you get the notification? This is what I'm trying to get at here. We need the notification sometime before going live so we can stop what we are doing. Pamela, the problem I've got is we don't know when we're going live because the kids, because I've got 5 kids, it's way too hectic. But I did let everyone know about an hour ago on the 24/7 chat. I said we're going to be going live at some point. So go on, Maria. You was thinking of us when you were at. Go on. Obviously, we know Maria. Her son is an amazing tribute act. An amazing tribute act. We all know this. Of course, we always give Maria's son a plug. Goes without saying because he's so good. Now, don't forget Rick Anthony. Yes. Let's see if it's going to let me have a look. I think I've got one. Let's have a look. It keeps jumping off. There we go. Rick Anthony. There we go. Very proud mother, Maria. Boston, Massachusetts. New England. Very proud mother. So let's have a look. Yes, thank you, Deborah. So, okay, I think we've got a few on now. I did notice that we introduced a YouTube channel, quite an unusual YouTube channel. It doesn't have that many views. That's it. Thank you, Karen. Karen has just reminded everyone. Oh, yeah, Ledeye. I'll just tell Ledeye we're live now. Okay. I forget, on Instagram there's a few of you as well, isn't there? Kathy. Let's tell Kathy. Look, should we even sell? Let's have a look. Who else we got on there? Lorna. Lorna. Let's tell Lorna. Right, I think we've told everyone that I can really tell. Okay, right. I think we've managed to get a fair amount of people on. Right, what I want to do, I'm going to play this video clip and quickly top up my tea. So there's this new YouTube channel. I wouldn't know, actually it's not new, but I stumbled on it. And it's got quite an unusual name. Let's find it. Let's get it up, guys. And one of you have posted one of, and I did think it was right. I actually thought. Now remember, I'm not a Priscilla hater. I'm not trying to create hate, but I did find this quite amusing. So I'm going to play it.
Do you hear that? The sound of battle.
Right, let's get the stand. I just found this amusing, guys. So I'm going to play it to you. It's very dramatic. It's obviously, this person who is doing these is obviously not a Priscilla fan, but I just found it interesting and funny. Okay.
Once pained me to know that I am the cause of such despair. But now, their cries give me strength. Beauty is my power. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
You are the fairest, but there is another destined to surpass you. Consume her heart, and you shall live forever.
You are the only one who could break the spell and destroy me.
Why is she of such value?
That is none of your concern.
If I refuse,
lips red as blood, hair black as night. Bring me your heart, my dear, dear Snow White.
So how important is it that you two are here together tonight, making a statement to the world? It's like we love each other.
You can't have my heart.
I just found that really dramatic. Like, I know it's a bit sort of anti-Priscilla-ish, but I found, I don't know, and that YouTube channel, guys, yeah, the audio isn't good on it. I agree, it's all a bit crazy, but I just, what's the name of it? Let me just see what the name of it is. Let's just pause it. So the name of the YouTube channel is Incredibly Curious About Elvis. Incredibly Curious About Elvis. So please subscribe to them. It's about 8 months old. So yeah, was the volume too high on the video? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had to go off and make my tea. Right, let's get. I'm going to click on it because I want to see if there's a couple more videos to play on it. Incredibly unusual name, isn't it? Incredibly curious about Elvis. Find that quite fascinating. Let's have a look. No, right, we can't play that. We'll get copyrighted. Incredibly curious about Elvis. Here we go. Now he's only got 39 subscribers.
You good?
Right, come on, we'll play this as well, guys. Now this one is only a day old, so please subscribe. Please subscribe to this. Incredibly curious about Elvis. I hope you don't mind. I'm playing some of your videos. Hopefully we will increase your subscribers. You've only got 39. We actually find your channel quite interesting, so please don't be offended. In fact, I'm going to just say on this, we are reviewing your videos on defending Elvis. Elvis Presley. There we go. Does anyone know this channel? I love finding new channels. They're like little gems hidden in YouTube. So this one has got Priscilla. Hopefully it won't be too loud this time. Let's try it.
Want to know a story? What living in Los Angeles is really like for all of this fake ass celebrities that you guys really think, oh, they're really so important that everyone's following them and really spending their whole day really running around. You know what is the secret that everybody knows? They all call themselves the paparazzi on themselves. They all go, oh, I'm going to be in this restaurant. Really make sure you catch me. Really make sure you get some headlines. Really get me some publicity. Right, Priscilla? Or was it just all organic? Oh, everything's so organic. Oh, my God. People really want to know where I am, right? This is
Serge Del Mar.
Everybody knows in Hollywood that they call the paparazzi on themselves. 9 times out of 99.99% of those times, someone is telling someone to call someone because someone's going to be somewhere. But imagine the magic trick really goes and goes, oh, they must be really important because, you know, people are showing up to photograph them when they're there because it's so going to make him so much money to take a random ass photo at a random ass public place because that's all it took to glamorize people such as Priscilla Presley, who had no glamour of her own. She had a grift that she was running, that America enabled her to run.
So obviously that's Serge Del Mar, yeah, basically saying to us that when we see the paparazzi chasing Priscilla down the road, treating her like she's Elvis, it's because she's already phoned them. Does anyone believe that? Because it sounds believable. I think he has a really good point. Serge Del Mar is a Scientology channel that is trying to expose the wrongdoing of children in Scientology, but he also has inside information about Lisa Marie, about Priscilla and Riley and Benjamin, how they were affected by Scientology. Even he has guests on his show that were there with Priscilla, with Lisa, with Riley, with Benjamin. So very interesting. Serge Del Mar. Serge Del Mar. Should we play another one? Let's have a look. So we've got, right, let's just, I don't know what this is going to show. Is this the one we just watched? Let's have a look.
Do you hear that? The sound of battles fought and lives
Did we just play this? Oh no, we just played this, didn't we? Hang on, let's, no, we just played that. I'm going to play a different one. Trouble in Paradise. That looks interesting. Are we ready, guys?
He turned around. The real thing was it didn't look like that in the movie. I came into the room. He picked up a chair and threw it. I came into the room. He picked up the chair and threw it, and it nearly hit me. It did not hit me, and he, in real life, went, oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't see you come in. 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 And I don't know why, because I wrote. She took the movie was from my book. It was from my book. It was from my book. I moved out of the way just in time, but there were stacks of records piled on it, and one flew off and hit me in the face. Within seconds, he had me in his arms, apologizing frantically. She didn't have the rest of it in there, so I don't think people would think that, but obviously it did.
She said, that was my life. You did your homework.
Real life Priscilla has praised the movie's production ahead of its release. During the press conference for the biopic at the Venice Film Festival, she was particularly impressed by its accuracy. It's very difficult to sit and watch a film about you, about your life, about your love, Priscilla said. Sophia did an amazing job. We spoke a couple of times, and I really put everything out for her that I could. At the end, I was quite emotional. It was done just
take that with you.
really sensitively,
Laura,
with a lot of care, and I had my eyes for sure.
This phone is
And
working.
she said, that was my life. You did your homework.
Right, you can't do this. Right. This phone is working, yeah?
That was not real.
Shut the door, please.
That was not real. Yeah.
I hate Elvis. I genuinely cannot stand that man. Another reason Elvis sucks. I said it.
I love that these newer generation cannot stand him. He wasn't even that attractive, if we're being real. She's running.
You don't know if you'll like it.
I didn't really like it, I said. What do you mean you didn't like it?
I don't know. There's just something about it, a catchiness that it's missing.
I don't know. There's just something about it, a catchiness that's missing.
Watch out!
To my horror, a chair came hurling toward me. I moved out of the way just in time, but there were stacks of records piled on it, and one flew off and hit me in the face. Within seconds, he had me in his arms, apologizing frantically. It was so...
Are you okay? I'm sorry, baby. I got my moments temper.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Steps make that much noise. See, I got you all figured out.
Is this the reason Lisa Marie Presley was against the movie Priscilla? Lisa Marie, Elvis's daughter who passed away earlier this year, was much less supportive of Sophia's project before her death. But why? Why was she so hard against her mother's movie? Why did Lisa Marie not like the script? Did she try to warn her mother about the movie before she died? According to Variety, Lisa Marie warned the director in 2 emails after reading the script for Priscilla that she would publicly attack her and her mother. In the 2 emails says that Lisa Marie expressed shock and horror at the depiction of her father Elvis in the script for the new movie. Those messages were sent just about 4 months before Presley died. It was full of arguments and anger. Lisa didn't like the script at all. My father only comes across as a predator and manipulator. This character does not remind me of him at all. As his daughter, it is not my perspective of him that I see. As I read this, I see your shockingly vengeful and contemptuous perspective, and I don't understand why. Her mother, who supported the film, was warned that Lisa Marie would speak out against the project. I will be forced to be in a position where I will have to openly say how I feel about the film and go against you, my mother, and this film publicly, says Lisa Marie.
It always seemed like this was a great romance, a fairy tale kind of
essential for the Elvis legend, and this movie sort of deconstructs it into emotional abuse, physically threatening. It's like the darkest picture I think we've ever seen of Elvis Presley.
I like that. That was a good video. Now, I want to just remind you guys to please subscribe to this channel. It is incredibly curious. So I'm incredibly curious about Elvis. Yeah? Let's have a look. Let me just get it up. Right, it's going to spin away from me. Let's have a look. Incredibly curious. Let's get it to focus. Incredibly curious about Elvis. Please subscribe, guys. He's on 40 subscribers. We want it 100. So thank you to that channel. Thank you very much. And I'll just remind him we have reviewed this on our channel, Defending Elvis Presley. I'd like people to know that we're trying to help them, but also that editing was very interesting. That editing, really, I could see the way that they tied that into the Rocky film, but the beginning part of that, what it was really saying, and I think you guys picked up on it, was this scene where Elvis in the Priscilla film, Sofia Coppola's Priscilla film, where it went round that Elvis had thrown a chair at Priscilla when she was, had just moved to Graceland. It's not true. It's bullshit. Elvis didn't know that Priscilla was about to walk in the room. Elvis was angry. He threw a chair at something. But not knowing Priscilla was in the film, was going to walk in the room. Priscilla has even admitted, that Elvis didn't throw a chair at her, that Sofia Coppola got it wrong. I repeat, Sofia Coppola got it wrong. This is why we're called Defending Elvis Presley, because all these little things times 10,000 are happening to Elvis and have been happening to him since the 1950s, I would say. Lots of little lies accumulating into tens of thousands of lies, and because of it, Elvis is portrayed around the world incorrectly. We have been spoon-fed lies, and it's never ending. It's never ending. And this little channel has picked up on these lies. There's a few examples. There's the example of Serge Delmar, and then there's the example of, the Scientology channel that exposes wrongdoing in Scientology towards, even Priscilla has been brainwashed in my mind. Priscilla, Lisa Marie, Riley, all of them, Benjamin, have all been affected by Scientology. Now, even Danny Q, we have big questions to ask about Danny Q, because I know that we all like Danny because he helped Lisa Marie. I think Lisa Marie moved into his house after Benjamin died because she couldn't bear to go back to the house that Benjamin died in. We know that Danny Q was there for Lisa, but he still is heavily steeped in Scientology, going right back to his grandparents who were even co-founders. So this little channel is picking up on all different things. We've got the Priscilla as Snow White, the Wicked Witch. We've also got the secret lies. The fact that she phones the press, the paparazzi, to follow her to make her seem more important. I just think brilliant. I just like it. And he's only done about 6 videos. I'm going to play this last one. Now, just so you know, guys, I haven't watched this. So we're going to play it. Auntie Amy is here. But in the book, she says it exactly the way Sophia portrayed it. The movie was a flop, so now Priscilla wants to distance herself from it. Well, that's true. Say hello to Auntie Amy. Amy Collett is with us. So you guys know my feelings of the Elvis and Me book. We all know it. Yeah? Complete trash. A book of lies. No proof of this book. No witnesses. Elvis had nothing to do with this book. Completely rewritten by, in my opinion, a very bitter, quite vengeful woman that created thousands and thousands of lies to make Elvis look bad, to make her look like the poor victim. And this book has done so much damage, I can't even describe just how much damage this has done to Elvis. Yeah. And the whole world for the last 40 years, more or less, have been brainwashed by the story, the narrative of this book, which is a complete pack of lies. And Diana mentions, and Amy mention the Sofia Coppola used this book to create the film Priscilla, which is a complete disaster that Lisa Marie did not want made. This book, this pack of lies, Priscilla was given the opportunity to put things right when she wrote this book, and instead she used it to trash Elvis, harm his legacy, ruin his reputation and his image. Priscilla, a divorcee that had been unfaithful many times, that had robbed him blind in 2 divorce settlements, that had brought him to the brink of death because he was chronically sick when this book, chronically sick when she was demanding a massive amount of money in 1977. And then Sofia Coppola, I have no idea, decides that she's going to create her movie based on a book of lies. Now, I will never understand why Sofia Coppola, such a renowned film director, film producer, call it what you want, is going to make a movie based on lies, based on a book that was written nearly 40 years ago, that is not true. It's not factual. It's a story, a fairy tale created by Priscilla. So I don't understand it. Such an intelligent woman like Sofia Coppola, why? Why couldn't she have created something different? Why didn't Sofia Coppola think, do you know what? We've just had the Baz Luhrmann film. Let's do something different. Instead, she does something. She does a 40-year-old story that has been repeated on the TV melodrama in 1988, and it was sort of half repeated in Baz Luhrmann's film, because I'm not completely happy with Baz Luhrmann's film. I think even in that, there's things that are wrong. But my point is, it just doesn't add up. If you're a business person trying to make millions, Sofia Coppola, yeah, Priscilla, why on this book? And the only thing that makes any sense to me is that Sofia Coppola felt that she needed Priscilla to make that movie a success. I feel she felt that she needed Priscilla because Priscilla helped the success of Baz Luhrmann's film Elvis. Because even Baz Luhrmann felt that he needed Priscilla on side, didn't he? And I think that Sofia Coppola thought, well, if I get Priscilla on side, yeah, it will be a certain success. It'll be a certainty. She was wrong. And the other thing, Bridget Cruz, and Amy, I don't know if you know this, Amy Collett, Bridget Cruz told us that Barry Siegel brokered the deal to Sofia Coppola with Priscilla to make that film. Barry Siegel, who betrayed and ripped off Lisa Marie as her manager, brokered the deal to make this into a movie and call it Priscilla. Barry Siegel, the enemy of Lisa Marie, who ripped her off for tens of millions of pounds. Priscilla is still friends with him, even though he betrayed her daughter, obviously, who is now passed, who did not want that film made, even emailing Sofia Coppola saying that this film that portrayed her father in a bad light. She didn't want it made. And then Priscilla goes on, even after the death of her daughter, Lisa Marie, to promote the film. You can't, it's just beyond me. Beyond me. It's crazy. All of it is crazy. How did this manage to be made? How was this film made? What is going on with all these people? It's like, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. So I'm going to play a few videos for you guys today. So there is a couple of bits I wanted to read out before I play my videos. Now, we've been talking about Vernon Presley's last will. So obviously, I did ask Amy about this, Amy Collett, Auntie Amy, but I also asked a guy called, no, I never asked, a guy called, let me get his name, Nessa, messaged me with some information because he had seen our video that we had made. Let me just get his name up. Oh, is he going to be on it? I'll be honest with you, I don't know Nessa. Yeah, I've seen him in, you know, on the Facebook pages of. So Nessa here, Nessa Jules, messaged me said that he saw the old vintage video footage that showed Vernon Presley's funeral and the divorce situation where Vernon had made an alteration to his will. I got the impression it was, no, you guys were telling me that's how Priscilla was given to be one of the 3 executives for Graceland, and you know, in charge of the trust on behalf of Lisa Marie. And some of you guys thought this alteration that was done the day before Vernon died was done for that reason, but it's pretty clear now that the situation with the trust and the 3 executives that took over after Elvis died was all done and dusted, wasn't it? And it was Vernon was in charge of all that. That was all in place. It looks to me, from what Amy's told me, from what Nessa has told me, that this was different. So I want to read those 2 little clips out to you. There's one from Nessa, and there's one from Amy, Auntie Amy Collett. So I'm going to find them both and just read them out. We are going to play some other videos because we're going to discuss the death of Lisa Marie, the circumstances around the death of Lisa Marie, this thing about do not resuscitate. We're going to discuss that. This thing that you guys bring up about the machine being turned off, we're going to discuss that as well. But I did want to address the Vernon stuff. So we're going to just speak about it for a little bit. We may read a little bit of Vernon's will as well. I may even play a small part of that video that shows the funeral, that shows the breakdown of Vernon Presley's last will. Yeah, so let's just read it out now. Okay, so let's find, it's 2 clips. I'm going to send the one that I'm going to read out the one that Nessa sent me. They're only short clips. Elvis Presley leaves $177,476 in accounts. Vernon left $177,476 in bank accounts upon his death on June the 26th. An accounting filed in probate court by the executor of his estate shows that the accounting also lists amongst the estate assets a $62,000 promissory note and a collection of 23 guns and 18 pieces of jewelry. The guns and jewelry were not assessed. Also listed among the assets are a 1977 automobile and a 1977 pickup truck, 10 shares in Elvis Music Incorporated, and 10 shares in Whitehaven Music Incorporated. Sandy Miller, Vernon Presley's fiance, is the executor of his estate. So it looks to me from that clip, which is a news clip that Nessa gave me. Yeah, guys, if you want to sort of freeze frame, take a picture of it, pause it. Yep. So then there's the clip that Amy sent me, which is Amy's trying to show me. Let me just find it. The real reason for the amendment of the last will and testament of Vernon, that we're worried about it because we found out it was altered the day before. So this, I think, this describes, let's have a look. Right, so yes, you guys are discussing it. Now let me read, let me just read this that Amy gave. I'm also going to play a clip of that video as well. Right, let's have a look. The will was signed. This is from Amy Collett. Auntie Amy gave me this. The will was signed April the 24th, 1978. And in a portion which suggested some family difficulties, Vernon Presley said other relatives had been adequately provided for by his son and left nothing to them. He warned that any gifts or benefits that they had already received would be taken away if they challenged the will. In what appeared to be a touching change of heart to his deathbed, he called Smith on Monday afternoon and asked that he prepare an amendment, an addendum in the will. So EDDENDUM. So he asked that he prepare an addendum in the will. The addendum was signed later that day. It was only provision was to leave the lesser of $20,000 or a fifth of his estate to be divided between his brother Vesta Presley and his sister Mrs. Nashville Lorraine Pritchard. The addendum was witnessed by 2 nurses at the hospital. The scrawling signature on the addendum is barely readable. Most clearly written is Vernon Presley's name, I think that says. So we are worried that that Vernon was so weak that his signature was barely readable. We're worried that this alteration was done the day before he died. Yeah, we are worried. So I'm going by your comments, guys. Yeah, so Amy, yeah, it does seem Amy's right that there wasn't a last minute change in as a benefit to Priscilla. There wasn't a lot. I think this situation with Priscilla becoming the trustee and one of the co-executors, it was all done and dusted, guys. Now don't forget, Priscilla had the deed of trust created to place the lien on Graceland, Elvis's home, which meant Priscilla was owed a lot of money, even at the time of when Vernon was very unwell, close to death. Priscilla was owed a lot of money, guys. So she had leverage. She had leverage, and of course, she had Lisa Marie Presley. So she was always going to act on behalf of Lisa Marie. Yeah. So it's saddening, isn't it? We've got Vernon on his deathbed. We got this horrific picture that was taken. I don't know all the circumstances that led up to that picture being taken, but it does seem, let me just see if I can find it again. It does seem that picture is heartbreaking. Let's see if it comes up on here. Let's have a look. Let me try and find it, guys. That picture is heartbreaking. We just, I was right when I saw the date, but last year I dug into it and that wasn't the case. Right, let me see if I can find it, guys, because I do want to read it out. I think it's important. I've got all of Vernon's will here and the signed will. Let's have a look at it. What's this? Well, there's something I want to read there as well. So let's try and read one thing at a time. Okay, let's have a look. I'm trying to find the thing that, right, here we are. So this is from Nessa. I've already read this once, but I'm going to read it now. Now, I'm going to disagree with a few of the points, but I just want to read Nessa's. Oh, there's the picture, guys. It's just a horrific picture, isn't it? It's just that picture. Amy, can I ask you, who do you think took that picture? Amy. Was it a photographer? Was it a family friend? Amy, who do you think took that picture? Because that picture shouldn't be allowed to have been taken. It just... Right, okay. So we've got, thank you, Louis Macreadis, for your video about Vernon's will. It got me to look into it. Here's Vernon's will. He did one in 1978, then supposedly updated it on June the 25th, 1979, the day before he died. As you can see, the 1978 signature doesn't look like the 1979 signature. But that could be because Vernon was hours away from death. I added a sample of Vernon's actual signature to compare. So he's done that, yeah? Let me just check the comments. So, the pic of him with Lisa and Priscilla was taken June the 25th, 1979. Priscilla brought a photographer with her so she could get a photo op with her dying ex-father-in-law. She also wanted Vernon to make her a trustee, so he supposedly signed the updated will. Now, I have to disagree with that whole section. We don't know if she brought a photographer. That could have been taken by a nurse, couldn't it? No offense, Nessa, Jules. I just, with respect, I do think that's not correct. Amy will probably confirm that, but I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm no expert. Okay. So the other bit that he said was that, well, he obviously was dying. I don't know if it was hours before he was going to die, but he obviously was dying. Now, this is the bit that I can't agree with because I don't know. She also wanted Vernon to make her trustee, so he supposedly signed the updated will. Now, I don't think that is the case. I think she was already trustee. The updated will was more about Vernon's worldly possessions, Sandy Miller, Vesta, his brother, and his sister. Yeah, he was making sure they got a bit of money. That seems to me, yeah, Amy, I don't think it's correct. Yeah, so yeah, she was already trustee. I agree with that, Amy. So then it says the notary on both wills was the estate attorney Drayton Beecher Smith II. In January 2005, Beecher was arrested and convicted for having CP. He lost his law license. Any good lawyer would have had a problem with Vernon's second signature and the fact that he was dying when he had supposedly signed it. I wonder what Priscilla's relationship with Drayton Beecher Smith was. I'm going to look into it. Okay, now I have no idea who Drayton Beecher Smith is. I don't know if Amy does. Right, okay. Right, Amy, that's good to know. Right, so that picture is when he was, right, Amy, just to get things right. So the picture isn't even the picture of him on his deathbed. Yeah, is that right? This is an old picture when he's been ill a year earlier. Is that right, Amy? Let me just get Amy to confirm that. So this, we do have to be careful, guys. Yeah, thank you, Amy. This is Auntie Amy Collette. She's one of our main researchers. She's very important to us on defending Elvis Presley. So we do have to be careful because none of us are experts. I'm no expert. I'm just an Elvis fan at home in my lounge. Yeah, I get things wrong all the time. Yeah, please don't take every word I say as gospel because I do get my facts wrong. Now, we do have to be careful that people piece things together. If people are trying to hate on Priscilla, remember, we're not a hate channel. We're trying to expose the truth. We're trying to defend Elvis, Lisa Marie, Finley, Harper, Riley, Benjamin, Gladys, Vernon. But the way we defend is that we try to expose the truth, which is why we need people like Amy. So when we bunch facts together, reinvent the story, which is sort of happened here. No offense, Nessa. We do more harm than good because we're trying to get to the truth. We're trying to get to the truth. Yeah, I think we're agreed on that. Oh, thanks, Amy. No, Amy, I know that Amy's correct. I know. Thank you, Amy. Right. Okay. Now remember, Amy does a lot of research into any evidence that she gives us. She won't give me any information unless she feels it is spot on. Yeah. So I completely believe Amy. No offense to Nessa, Jaws. It does seem like lots of incorrect facts have been bunched together to create a different narrative, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do what Priscilla did, piecing together incorrect facts to create a new story. We don't want to do that, do we? Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I agree. That picture isn't a good picture to take. Maybe she thought he was going to die. Who knows, guys? We don't know. With Priscilla, she's so cunning. Yeah, I think can be cruel, can be heartless, can be very cold, deceitful. You know, guys, how I feel about Priscilla. A lot of serious wrongdoing. I don't hate her. I don't want to create hate, but we are going to expose her wrongdoing, her lies, the twisting of the truth. We're going to expose it. Yeah? So that's how I feel. Right. Now I want to jump over to a different topic. I wanted to go over to Spotlight Spies video. Now the topic we're going to talk about. Now, if Amy wants to get involved in this, it would be good. The topic we're going to talk about is, now, Amy, you give us your shortened version if you don't mind. Yeah? Sorry, right. Laura, can you shut the door, please? I can hear the kids in the background. Right. The kids are with their mum. Don't worry, guys. So, Amy, can I just ask you, if you don't mind answering, Amy, you're probably busy, but can I ask you this very simple but very important question? Yeah. Who do you think, why did the do not resuscitate happen? Was it a signature signed? Was it a phone call? Was it pre-done by Lisa Marie? Why did the do not resuscitate happen? Was there ever a machine turned off from a request? These are the things that are said to me regularly, that Priscilla wanted the DNR, that the machine was turned off, that Riley was in an aeroplane on the way to see her mother. Obviously she'd had a heart attack. What are your views? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but what are your views on that? Now I want to play Spotlight Spies video, okay? So I'm going to find that. So do any of you have actual evidence of what happened? The DNR was signed upon arrival at the hospital by next of kin. Priscilla was next of kin on the scene. Okay, right. Thank you, Amy. Now, was Priscilla the only next of kin that were there? This is important. And the other thing I asked you, Amy, I just want to get things clear. Yeah. Do you know that? Do you have evidence that Priscilla was there? You probably do, but I'd like to know, how do you know that she was there when she arrived at the hospital? I just want to clarify things, yeah, because I wasn't there. None of us were there. Right. Okay. Right. Amy. Thank you. So, guys, I'm quite upsetting, really. So, Amy is saying that when Lisa Marie arrived, that Priscilla was there, and Yeah, I've seen that the internet says, Pamela, I've seen that the internet says the family signed the DNR. Now, the reason I'm trying to thrash this point out, and I'll tell you why. Because time-stamped news footage in real time when she arrived. Thank you, Amy. The reason I'm thrashing this out is because I really want to know. Because can I ask you another question, Amy? Yeah? Because this is crucial. Yeah? Because remember, from some people's point of view, this is manslaughter. Yeah? This is attempted I don't want to say the word because YouTube. This is, maybe I'm being over dramatic. Now, she was can I ask this, Amy? She was brain dead, yes? She'd had how many heart attacks? They had put a pacemaker in place. Her pupils were dilated. Any information that you can give me, Amy, please give it me now, if you don't mind. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot here, sorry. Now, do you think that when she signed the DNR, the Do Not Resuscitate, do you think that the family were asked first? Was Riley asked about the DNR? Did Riley give permission for Priscilla to sign the DNR? Bearing in mind the Scientology education they've had, bearing in mind that Scientology has unusual rules about resuscitating people. So I'll just wait for some answers to come in there, guys, because I think we need to thrash it out, yeah? Because if we're going to blame Priscilla for signing the Do Not Resuscitate, we need to know that Riley had no effect on that decision. We need to know there were no other family members, yeah? We also need to know that Lisa Marie hadn't done it as well, that, you know, beforehand, that like, I just want to be really as clear as we can on it. You get what I'm saying, guys? Right, so let's just read some comments. And Deborah says it. Do we have any confirmation of Riley regarding life support? I'd like to know if Riley knew. Riley wouldn't have been able to sign it. She wasn't there. I know that, but it's a phone call. This is what I'm trying to say is that. Hello? Okay. So about half an hour? Okay. Thank you. So now, Amy, you just said Riley wouldn't have been able to sign it. She wasn't there. I understand that. Fine, thank you. But could she have phoned Priscilla and given permission for Priscilla to sign it? We need to get it right, guys. We need to get it right. It's too important. If you go back to the audible, Riley was on the plane. Yes, I know about that, but it doesn't mean that Riley didn't have contact. This is the bit, when we need to get this bit right, because I don't think we should be saying Riley had nothing to do with it. She didn't know that the DNR was signed. It was Priscilla that did it. Priscilla ended Lisa's life. Ha ha, it was Priscilla. I don't want to do that. I want to know in detail exactly who was involved in that decision to sign that DNR, and I want to know 100% that Riley had no say in it, and I want proof of it, because otherwise we look silly. There's no point in us all blaming Priscilla if Riley did give permission to Priscilla to sign the DNR. Yeah? Okay, it wasn't. Okay, thank you, Amy. We got that. So it wasn't in advance by Lisa, you know, months ago, years ago. Yeah, because you can sign a DNR in advance, can't you? Do you think it had anything to do with Scientology? Is it their rules? Does Scientology have rules that they do not allow people to be resuscitated? Hi, Salvatore. In my opinion, Priscilla Presley had no right to sign anything. She didn't even have the right to be there. What a cruel death. Well, Diana, we can't say that because it's the mother. We can't say that the mother had no right. Now, what you could mean, Diana, is that because they were feuding, not getting on, not talking, because they'd had a difficult relationship, that you don't trust Priscilla to sign the DNR. I get that. I get that. No, I don't think so. I think it was an opportunity to get Lisa out of the way. I'll tell you what. How can I say it? Now remember, guys, I know from all my research and so many different things. Yeah. Now remember, I completely adore Lisa Marie. I defend her as much as I can. Yeah. Even as much as Elvis. Now I'm heartbroken. If anything, the more I've got to know about Lisa Marie and all the wrongdoing from Priscilla and how tough her life was, it makes me want to defend her even more. So please don't think I'm trying to make excuses here. Yeah. Now, Amy has just said, let's just read it. No, all right, let's have a look. Let me just, I want to get the comment. All right, let's have a look. Is the comment gone now? Let's have a look. I've lost the comment now. Right, who was it? Unless I read it wrong, someone just said it's to get it. The decision was taken to get Lisa Marie out the way. Yeah. Who said that comment? Because I can't see it. It's gone. Right. Okay. Amy, for entertainment purposes only. I don't want to laugh because we're talking about something serious. But I have you crack me up now, right? Guys, I can't stop laughing. Right, I'll drink my tea. Let me take a breath and drink my tea. Right, I'm not going to go on about this point too much. All right, okay, Amy. Oh, you crack me up. I don't want to laugh because this is serious, right? But to get Lisa, so it was the DNR was done to get Lisa Marie out the way. Okay, so to just bring it down to the last little nitty gritty that I still want an answer to. Did Riley have any say when Priscilla got that pen and signed that DNR, do not resuscitate? Had she spoken to Riley and got Riley to agree to it as well? That is the key thing I need to know. I know that she supposedly was on an aeroplane on her way. That's not good enough for me because you can have a phone call on an aeroplane. Yeah. So obviously they do it differently, you know, but in such a serious thing, I think Riley would have been contacted. In such a serious thing, even not on an aeroplane, I think Riley would have been contacted. So we don't know yet. We need to know. Right. Lisa told P if she wanted to continue with the movie, she would have no choice but to come against her. Yeah, I definitely 100% believe that Lisa Marie and Priscilla were feuding before Lisa died, probably about the movie, Priscilla. I also think there was almost definitely a lawsuit was going to be announced between Priscilla and Lisa Marie. Yeah. Amy, do you agree with that? Very likely. I know Presley Mania has covered this to do with Bridget Cruz's evidence that Priscilla was facing 3 lawsuits. Yeah, it's all there on Presley Mania, Rhonda's show. So the question I said to Amy is, it does seem, and I think Amy's just said, yeah, Auntie Amy, it does seem there was about to be a lawsuit announced between Lisa and Priscilla. Now that I believe. So the thing, let's have a look. So Priscilla thought she had everything to gain if Lisa was gone. My sister didn't have a DNR when we were called to the hospital. We decided to let her go in peace. Oh, Jean, I send you love, Jean. Amy Riley could, let's have a look. So Deborah says that's why she filed a suit against Riley the day after Lisa's funeral. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Priscilla signs the DNR. And I don't, now, Amy, again, another question for you. How long after poor Lisa Marie, who we love and miss and adore, died, did Priscilla, what's the word, contest the Lisa Marie's wishes? I asked Amy, can you answer that? So Lisa Marie has died. When did Priscilla contest Lisa Marie's wishes for the grandkids to have everything? How long, how many days after? Because Deborah said it was the day after. I don't think it was the day after. Oh, the day after the funeral. Right. Okay, Deborah. Let's have a look. Diana, remember you're writing a book. Let's have a look. So, Amy, just you've written day. So, how long after Lisa Marie died did Priscilla contest Lisa's wishes that everything goes to the grandkids? How long after? That's the question. Okay, Diana. The day after Lisa was buried, right? Okay. So, which is just disgusting, yeah. To bury her, and the day after. But how many days after that is? How many days was that after the death? Yeah, was it week? Couple of weeks? I just found out on internet that Riley knew about the DNR. Her dad had told her mum had once gone into cardiac arrest. Pamela, and this is the bit now, Pamela, you've just found out on the internet, brilliant, but what did you find? Please tell me, what did you find? Was it a document? Was it a video? Was it an interview? So I'm going to read Pamela's comment. I just found out on internet that Riley knew about the DNR. Her dad had told her, so Danny Q, her mum had gone into cardiac arrest again. So even Danny Q, did he have an involvement with this DNR? This is why it's a grey area, guys. This is why it's a grey area. If we're going to blame Priscilla, we need to know it was just Priscilla. Because as soon as you bring in Danny, Riley, it's a different story. So Lisa was stable for 5 to 6 hours. Why did they not operate? It's a massive question, isn't it? It's a massive question. Danny couldn't have legally had a say, and that's because they had divorced. Yeah, that's because they had divorced. But they were living together. Yeah, we know that. They'd been living together for quite a while. Yeah, maybe since Ben had died, since Paul Benjamin had died, they'd been living together. So living together but not lovers, we know that. They were platonic. What rights does that give him? In Lisa's book, Riley described it there, but not with all the infos. Let's have a look. And why fit a pacemaker if they thought her brain was dead? Brilliant question, Michelle. That is a brilliant question, a massive question. It doesn't add up. I agree. That bit makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. I can't find it now. Still looking. I think she was brain dead when they brought her in. But do you know what? Even if she was brain dead, yeah. Even if she was brain dead, you don't turn off the machine that day, the day after, do you? You don't. You would at least think. Common sense tells you it would have been a few days. A few days, I think. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What do you think? So Amy, she was not brain dead when they brought her into the hospital. Let's have a look. I just joined. Does anyone know if Lisa Marie had healthcare proxy? Hi, Linda. She died on the table. They brought her back and she was sprained it. They didn't want to keep it like that. I'm confused. She died on the table. They brought her back and she was sprained it. I don't understand that she was sprained it. They did. Oh, I think you're saying she was brain dead. Are you saying that? They didn't want to keep her like that. Is that what you're saying, Salvatore? No, Pamela, she wasn't. She was stable. Then she crashed again. Okay. You would talk about it as a family. I do think it would have. My common sense said they would have waited a few days, 2-3 days, let the family visit her, even if she's brain dead, but the heart's still beating. They never did the 3-step test to determine brain death. Again, Amy, I'd need proof of that. You're the first one to tell me, get proof, Amy Collett, Auntie Amy. So that bit you just said to me, we need proof. Proof. Yeah. So you believed 100% with me. I just put it behind my head. Those years we think we just were hiding somewhere in Brazil. I'm confused on that bit, sorry. Give her at least 24 hours. Yes. I have to agree with that, Amy. I would say longer, 3-4 days. Yeah. Right, let's play Spotlight Spy's video. I don't have that much longer because my wife is going to be back with food, but I've got a bit longer. I think I've got another 20 minutes. So come on, guys. Let's get Spotlight Spy video up. Now, we love Spotlight Spy. Now, unfortunately, she doesn't make videos, any more videos at the moment, but I really like Spotlight Spy. Now, not everything Spotlight Spy says is correct, but I like it. So we're going to Spotlight Spy let's have a look. I think this is it. Spotlight Spy did a video. Not that one. Let me find it. So many videos, guys. It drives me mad. Right, I might have to go to Spotlight Spy's. Yeah, we'll go to Spotlight Spy's channel. Right. Now, look her up, guys. Please subscribe to her, even though she doesn't make videos anymore. She may come back one day. So, Spotlight Spy, just so you know to subscribe to her. This is Spotlight Spy, guys. Please subscribe. I have referred to this channel many times. Brilliant channel. Unfortunately, she hasn't made any videos lately, but she is brilliant. So we're going to play her video on the circumstances on the day Lisa Marie died. Yeah, if I may play more than one. She's obviously an Elvis defender. She's obviously trying to expose Priscilla's wrongdoing. Clearly, she does a lot of work in these videos. They're very brilliant editorial, but just all of it is. I really enjoy. I could spend all day watching Spotlight Spy's videos. They're brilliant. Right, let's try and find it. Of course, it's going to take me ages to find it. So what we want is the one. We want the one. Let's have a look. Come on, guys. Where is it? We want the one that talks about the day she died. Okay. Where are we going to start? So Lisa Marie's will suspicious in court. Right, this could be it here. Special investigation of Lisa Marie's passing.
All right, I saw the TMZ special.
Right, now we're probably going to have to do this in chunks because it's reasonably long. And then we'll just go from there, okay?
It is called On Any Tragedy. They released it yesterday. There was a lot of press leading up to that release, a lot of things that came out ahead of time that, caused me me to circle back around and watch the whole thing. It's kind of like, I'm not going to say a documentary, say first episode. So I don't know if they're planning on doing more. But anyhow, I'm going to recap what I saw. You know, some new stuff that came out that we know about, you know, her life insurance policies, her relationship with her mother.
Oh, hang on. No, 1 minute.
Weight loss.
We might be jumping the gun on this one. I want to do first of all, I want to do the bit about the day she died. That other one is a great one, but that is for later. What Priscilla does not want you to know, Lisa Marie's death. Did the tabloids know? No, I want to find the right one. The reason why Riley is not going to the Oscars. Now we need to get the right one, guys. It's important. Let's have a look. Keep going. Keep going. We got the divorce decree of Elvis. Really interesting. Priscilla's reign. Right, okay. Come on, where are you? Where are you, guy? What are they saying? Investigation into Lisa Marie's passing. Okay. Here we go. I think Lisa Marie Presley's death. Right, here we go. Let's just play this one.
A little out of shape.
Yeah, I got to talk to her about it. You look good, baby.
Thank you.
Gotta say, I mean, like Robin just said, we saw after you were on the show the last time, and you were in the tabloids. They had you like 900 pounds. I don't know if that was trick photography.
It was trick photography.
Now, be honest.
I swear to God, I was 50, maybe 10, 15 pounds. I'll give it. I'm 5'2".
So how did they
if I
do that?
gain, I don't know how they do it, but they get, you know, like I would, every time there'd be like a series of photos taken, I would watch and I'd see the whole series and I'd go, that's the most unflattering, that's the worst one, they're going to put that. And then they do whatever they do with it, and then they, you know, they would always put it on the cover.
Yeah.
TMZ is reporting that they have exclusive information that may explain why her heart suddenly stopped beating. 2 months before the Golden Globes, Lisa Marie got plastic surgery and began taking weight loss medication. TMZ also reports that she had lost 40 to 50 pounds in 6 weeks leading up to the Golden Globes. Months ago, Twitter was discussing and sharing pictures of major plastic surgery showing differences in her eyes, face, and neck with comparison pictures in between the two. And this was pictures dated from June 2022 to December 22. And until we know the weight loss medication that TMZ is reporting, because they're not saying anything, and maybe they're waiting for the show to come out, but I'm going to speculate Ozempic or Wegovy, and that's just because that seems to be all the rage. And there's really not many others out there that are doing drastic weight drops. I mean, 50 to 60 pounds in 6 weeks. That could be even like a gastric sleeve or a lap band with Ozempic and Wegovy. I mean, I've been in situations where I wanted to do a crash diet, and I was younger, but you kind of throw everything at it. It could be, you know, Wegovy, a lap band, some surgery, laxatives, not eating, who knows, but she looked so frail and sickly. And it's not like, I don't know if she had any reported cardiac issues prior to that. So and then the other report from TMZ is saying that her family has reported that she was back doing opioids again, and no one knows whether interactions with Wegovy or Ozempic are fatal with opioids. There's just no facts. It's just been recently FDA approved for weight loss as it was. We know it's a diabetes medication, but so you would think maybe most people with diabetes do have heart issues. So that's a pretty slim combination. But drugs, if I was trying, you know, if I was
why is that going quiet?
being hungry. But they're also saying on the morning she died, Lisa complained of abdominal pain. So that's all they're saying about that. They're also reporting tonight on the time of her death and her financial situation, and some interesting new facts that have come out about that. So apparently, at the time of her death, she was $4 million in debt, including $2.5 million still owed to the IRS. And I don't think anybody can get away with what you owe to the IRS. The IRS is going to take what they want on that. But she was this is what they're saying. She was a big spender. She made some bad investments. She basically blew through $100 million in 25 years. So lots of reports, different things, reasons behind that, etc. But on the day that she died, this is the new thing, Lisa's estate was suddenly flushed with cash. How? Oh, there were reports she took up to 3 life insurance policies before her death. And as a result, she has supposedly has left $35 million to be split between her 3 children, the twins and Riley Keough. Is this going to be part of the estate that Priscilla may be fighting for? I don't think it's related, but I don't know. And now, so more about Priscilla. Page 6 is reporting that Priscilla is contesting her daughter's will as a money grab, as we discussed in the other video. And the source that's reporting to Page 6 about their feelings on it says that Lisa Marie had no relationship with Priscilla, none with Michael Lockwood, or her half-brother, Navarone Garibaldi. So if what this person is reporting, or what Page 6 is reporting in regards to that, that kind of leads us to believe that she knew what she was doing in removing Priscilla from inheriting her estate. And Priscilla knows what she's doing, contesting it. And I believe there is some underlying contention between she and Riley Keough, and we just don't know. Anyhow, that's what we've got from the Lisa Marie front today. More to come.
Okay, I'm back, guys. Yes, so, right, okay, so I don't think that's the video I wanted to play, but okay, let me go back again. I'm gonna just check, because there is another one I found. I do like seeing other people's perspective of things. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, someone sent me another recorded conversation of Elvis today. I think it was on, it might have been on the 24-hour chat. I didn't know there was another recorded conversation of Elvis. I didn't know that. In 1971, April. Have any of you got that? I won't play it now because it's quite long, but really good. Really good. Okay, let me just see if I can find. Right, let's just see what this says. Right, who is this? This is CNN, right?
Unbelievably sad news, especially because many people just saw her on Tuesday night's Golden Globes, many tuning in because of the first actual award ceremony in a couple of years, and her own father being memorialized in this hit movie. What more can you tell us about that night and what's happened?
Laura, good evening. I was at the Golden Globes. I was at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in the ballroom, seated just a few tables behind Lisa Marie and her mother, Priscilla. And I immediately thought to myself when I saw her that she just didn't look like her usual glowing, bubbly, happy self. She looked a bit somber. And I also just want to tell you, a few moments ago, we received a statement from the family representative saying that they are shocked and devastated by the tragic death of their beloved Lisa Marie. And like you said, as for a statement that Priscilla had, that they are profoundly grateful for the support. Now, this comes as a shock to so many because just a few hours ago, Priscilla taking to Instagram asking for prayers and support, telling everyone that her daughter was rushed to the hospital. We know at CNN that paramedics responded to a call at Lisa Marie's home in Calabasas, California for a possible cardiac arrest. No other details at this time as to what happened. But like you said, it was a huge night for the Presley family because Baz Luhrmann, like you said, memorializing Elvis, their father, her husband, Priscilla's husband, on screen, Austin Butler doing this incredible portrayal and taking to the stage when he won his Golden Globe with this emotional speech, looking right at the table. He was sitting with them that evening. I can only imagine. We haven't heard back from him, but we've reached out to Austin Butler for comment. And at one point it looked like Lisa Marie was wiping tears from her eyes. And we know how much this movie meant to the family, and we know how much Lisa Marie championed Austin Butler and helped him get to know what Elvis really was like. You heard Stephanie Elam earlier with Anderson. You heard Nichelle Turner from Entertainment Tonight earlier, who interviewed her as well on the carpet, saying that something seemed off. And I think all of us sort of turned to the other and said, you know, this doesn't seem like her usual self. But look, like you said, it's been a rough couple of years. Losing her son, Benjamin, to suicide in 2020. She opened up about it in an essay in July. I want to read you a little bit of what she said. She said, "My heart and soul went with you. The depth of the pain is suffocating and bottomless without you every moment of every day." That is just, she loved her son so much. And like she writes, my heart and soul went with you. Now, we don't know what led to her death today, but we know it's been a profoundly difficult time. She is survived by 3 of her other children, Riley Keough being one of them, who is an actress. We still have not yet heard from them, but this has all just happened just moments ago. Again, we just saw her at the Golden Globes. It's been a big couple of months for the family with Austin Butler and all the rave reviews for Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. And this was, we were about to, we're about to have Oscar nominations. This movie is definitely, in my opinion, going to be nominated. Austin going to be nominated. The Oscars are in March, and this would have been a huge moment for the family to be there together. And now this sadness, another tragedy that the Presley family is so used to facing, tragedy and grief in such a public way.
Chloe, thank you. And again, a mother with thriving children as well.
Really a reminder of just that day and how horrible it was. Now, someone said something here just now. There's a reason, Pamela said it, there's a reason Lisa took Prissy out of the will. And I have to agree with that. I have to say that actions, I'll bring up the book. This book says a lot. But my point is this. I have to agree that actions speak volumes. Yeah. And it's very, very clear to me. And I know I'm not with the family. I don't know them. I'm in the UK. I'm a guy in his lounge, a fan. I'm just a fan like you guys. I'm no expert. But it's very clear. Lisa Marie did not want Priscilla Presley to have anything to do with Gracelands, anything to do with Elvis Presley Enterprises. It's crystal clear to me. Lisa Marie wanted Priscilla gone, out. She wanted everything to go to Riley, Finley, and Harper. 100%. 100%. Yeah? Now, why? Hello, EP Forever. How are you? It's Jania. Hi, Jania. Now, that stands out to me. And this is what screams out to me. If a child, Lisa Marie, I know she was 54, but if a daughter wants nothing to do with her mother, remember, we know that Priscilla went on to promote the film Priscilla, Sofia Coppola's film. We know that Priscilla contested Lisa Marie's wishes, yeah? Because Lisa Marie wanted everything given to Riley, Finley, and Harper. Yeah? So the actions of Priscilla, where she jumps in, she wants to be joint executive trustee, call it what you want, with Riley. Yeah? She contests Lisa Marie's wishes, says that it's fraudulent, that the signature is wrong, the dates are wrong, the spelling is wrong. And behind the scenes, she was threatening a lawsuit. Priscilla was threatening a lawsuit against Riley. Now, I know that it all came out, oh, no, there was no lawsuit. It's just the press exaggerating. We get on really well. We're really close. Me and Riley are really close. No. There was a threat of a lawsuit after Lisa Marie had died towards Riley Keough. That happened. I don't care what anyone says. So we're going by the actions, aren't we? We're going by, right, she disputes, contests Lisa Marie's final wishes. She is also promoting the film Priscilla, yeah? Sofia Coppola's film that Lisa Marie did not want made, and there's a high chance that Lisa Marie was about to announce a lawsuit against her own mother because of the making of this film. Very, very possible. Now, Priscilla just couldn't believe that finally a big filmmaker like Sofia Coppola was going to make a film all about Priscilla. Suddenly, Priscilla was Elvis. I really believe this, that Priscilla felt that she finally was Elvis Presley. A film about her, a film called Priscilla by Sofia Coppola, a renowned, respected filmmaker. Finally, it was all about Priscilla. All of Priscilla's lies were finally going to be put into this film in 2024, whatever it is. And it was going to be based on a pack of lies, and Sofia Coppola had fallen for it. Barry Siegel did his job well. He convinced Sofia Coppola to go with this story. Bridget Cruz has told us Barry Siegel brokered the deal to Sofia Coppola to make the film based on this book, A Book of Lies. This book, I think around 1985, full of lies, created by Priscilla, full of lies to rewrite history. Priscilla couldn't believe it. It was like, oh my God, we're going to make a film of my life based on my lies. The whole world are going to watch it. It's going to be a massive success. And Sofia Coppola's biggest mistake was thinking that having Priscilla on side was going to guarantee that that film was a success. And I know why she thought it. Because Baz Luhrmann's film, Elvis, yeah? I think Baz Luhrmann felt that the Elvis film that he made was successful because Priscilla and Lisa were involved and backed it. They backed that film, didn't they? Priscilla and Lisa backed the film, Baz Luhrmann's film, Elvis. So I think the mistake that Sofia Coppola made, that she thought, oh, if we get Priscilla on side and she supports us on the film Priscilla by Sofia Coppola, that film will be a guaranteed success. This is the biggest mistake Sofia Coppola ever made, a massive mistake that also Priscilla made, because there's a possibility that Priscilla also plowed money into that film, into the film Priscilla, Sofia Coppola's film. I don't know that for definite, mind. So Amy says, Priscilla wanted the trust to go back to her and Siegel, leaving Riley out. It's on her initial filing. My God. Do you know what? Thank you, Amy. Isn't that just crazy? Isn't that crazy? They were trying to squeeze out Riley, which meant the twins as well, so that Priscilla and Barry could rule the day. Rule the day. It's disgusting. I actually find it disgusting that a grandmother would go against her daughter's wishes. Her daughter, who has 3 grandkids, who obviously, if she died, was going to want to give everything she's got to her children, of course. And remember, this is the grandmother. This is blood. Priscilla is blood to Riley. Priscilla is blood to Finley and Harper. Now, remember, guys, I know eventually John Travolta, I think, stepped in. John Travolta. Eventually, there was agreements made that had to be approved. Eventually, she got the 100,000 a year. She got the $1 million up front. Priscilla got. She got the 400,000 legal fees, which I bet you that figure has grown. Actually, I know we're told 400,000, but I bet it grew. And other things, you know, the permission to maybe be buried in a meditation garden, not next to Elvis. Now, we know that she definitely does not deserve to be buried with Elvis. It's a joke. She's a divorcee that was unfaithful, that robbed him in a divorce settlement. No way should Priscilla be buried next to Elvis. So the thing that stands out to me, because obviously it's obvious Amy, for example, really does believe that there's been some serious wrongdoing here, that Priscilla could have even caused the death of Lisa because of the DNR. This is serious stuff, guys. This is serious, yeah? But then you look at the actions of Priscilla, you know, contesting the divorce. I'm sorry, contesting the last wishes of Lisa Marie. And then you've got this possible lawsuit to do with the Priscilla film. But then you go forward and you see everything that has happened since Lisa Marie died, yeah? It's all very worrying. Even this Bridget Cruz thing and this so-called secret grandchild, all of it is a mess, isn't it? Bridget Cruz has got a massive battle ahead of her. My heart goes out to Bridget Cruz because I think Bridget Cruz has got, it's World War II for Bridget Cruz, yeah? World War II. I don't think it's a sure thing for Bridget because Priscilla is a very experienced woman in business and in lawsuits, very experienced. So I 100% I will say this, guys, that Priscilla is involved in very, very serious wrongdoing. Very, very serious wrongdoing. I would say it could even be criminal, guys. But I'm just a fan at home with an opinion for entertainment purposes, yeah? Everything I say on this whole live stream is for entertainment purposes. But I tell you what, it makes you lose sleep, doesn't it? It makes you lose sleep because us defenders of Elvis and his bloodline, we're between a rock and a hard place. We don't know what to do. We're trying to defend Elvis. How can we make a difference? And all I can say is the only way we can make a difference is by our comments on the channels, on the YouTube channels, on the Facebook, on all of the social media channels. That's all we can do, guys. Because until the press, the media companies, the TV companies hear us, until they hear us, it's a bit crap, innit, guys? Even the Piers Morgan interview, it did even more damage. The Piers Morgan interview with Priscilla did even more damage. She got away with murder just in that interview. So I'm going to just check your comments, then I got to go, guys. Don't say things like that. Don't say Priscilla caused the death of Lisa Marie. That's wrong. I haven't. I'm not. As much as I don't like Priscilla, that's wrong. I haven't said that, but you know. Salvatore, I haven't spoke about debt. Are you commenting to someone? I haven't spoke about any of Lisa Marie's debts. So right, let's have a look. Elvis wouldn't want her to be buried at Graceland. Come on, she lost the right to be buried at Graceland. Why would a divorcee that was unfaithful, that robbed him on the divorce settlement, yeah, be entitled, that shouldn't even be called Presley, be entitled to be buried next to Elvis? Come on. She had loads of lovers, yeah. Oh, don't worry, Salvatore. I thought you said, for all we know, Priscilla had caused his death. Priscilla had caused her death. No. Right, I see what you're saying, Salvatore. No, this is my point. This is what I'm saying, Salvatore. I'm saying that if what everyone thinks, remember, everybody thinks, I would say almost everybody on this live stream, yeah, is saying that Priscilla signed the do not resuscitate with no one else involved, no Riley, no other family member. So that if that is the case, that when Lisa Marie died, yeah, this is serious stuff, Salvatore. If it is the case that when Lisa Marie died, that Priscilla had signed a do not resuscitate order herself with no one else's permission, that caused her death. That caused her death. That is my point. And I know that sounds very, very blunt and blatant, but that is the case if it's true. If it's true. That is my point. Yeah, I got the TV on. I heard him say that. She incriminated herself in Piers Morgan interview, and she said that Lisa was already dead when she got to the hospital. Guys, how many of you here think? How many of you here think that Priscilla signed the DNR, the do not resuscitate, for Lisa Marie with no one else's permission other than herself? So we can show Salvatore what I'm trying to say. Actually, she let's have a look. It really angers me that she might be buried at Grace, and yeah, we don't want that, do we, guys? No, I think Lisa Marie did it. I think Lisa Marie did it. Do you mean sign the DNR? Now, Salvatore, I'm not sure when you joined us, but we were talking about this about half an hour ago. We were really going into it in detail. Salvatore, have you watched the first half of this live stream? Lisa was in the hospital before that, and while they're in there, they ask her if she wants to be kept alive. She said no. Right, Salvatore, this is quite a big thing you're saying. This is what we were discussing half an hour ago. Now, is there anyone here that can support what Salvatore is saying? And Salvatore, can I ask you, how do you know that? And how do you know that? Because I don't know. I'm no expert. So EP, Lisa Marie's children are part of the settlement and had to pay Priscilla. Yeah, yes, I know about that. Thank you, Genia. He was Nicolette, but he had no legal right because he and Lisa were divorced. Right, okay. You're talking about Danny, yeah. When I was in hospital last year, they asked me if I wanted to be kept alive. That was a year ago. I told them my son will decide. That's it. Oh, that's so sad that you were that unwell, Salvatore. But look, Salvatore, we've got an expert researcher here called Amy Collette. Her nickname is Auntie Amy. Yeah. Now she has done extensive research, and she is saying that Priscilla made the ultimate decision to sign this document, do not resuscitate. Now, I have been saying, I have been saying to Amy, was Riley involved in that decision? And we don't have an answer. We do not have an answer, 100% answer on if Riley was involved. Yeah, but my point is, if what you guys are saying to me, that the decision was made by Priscilla to sign the do not resuscitate order literally within a day, in less than a day of her dying, she was supposedly maybe brain dead. I don't know all the facts. She'd had a pacemaker fitted, Again, I don't know all the facts. Everything I'm saying is for entertainment purposes. It is opinions. It is speculation. I'm just a fan at home, and we're thinking out the box. But many here are saying that Priscilla took the decision and signed the do not resuscitate. Now, if that is true, remember, Salvatore, if that is true, then she is the reason that the do not resuscitate happened. The do not resuscitate happened. So basically, she dies, and they did not resuscitate her based on Priscilla signing that document. I think we're at least agreed on that. We're at least agreed that whoever signed the do not resuscitate is the reason her body died, not her brain, because it's possible she was brain dead. Yeah? So are we agreed on that? So let's have a look. Right, I've got to go in a sec, but let me just. Riley was in the air. She was filming in Canada. The girls under the bridge. Yeah, Ella, thank you. And many of you have told me that. Was this in the same hospital? Lisa had surgery. Riley in the book does not talk about anyone except her father. Hi, Philomena. Philomena, you come so late. We're going now. Now, on my mum's mother's file, she put a DNR on her records, although my grandmother was 89. Yes, and we've brought this up as well, Natalie, that the DNR could have been already there. The DNR could have been already on file. I've said this. They won't always ask that when you're in hospital. I don't know if they asked her. See, again, Elizabeth, we don't know, do we? We don't know. It's complicated. This is why this video specifically, we are trying to get as close to the truth as possible with the DNR. Now, when everyone's trying to blame Priscilla for the DNR, the thing I've been saying all the way through this live stream, and Salvatore, if you look back to later, watch it back, you'll see. I'm saying, look, how do we know? How do we know Priscilla was the only person involved in the signing of the DNR? We don't know. How do we know it wasn't already on the system of the hospital? That Riley hadn't phoned from the aeroplane and given permission to Priscilla to sign the DNR? How? We don't know. We don't know what the doctors did. We don't know what the doctors asked Lisa Marie. Maybe Lisa Marie said it when she came round, regained consciousness. Maybe Lisa Marie said about the DNR. We just don't know, guys. We just don't know. So it is scary and complicated. It is. Let's have a look. I'm trying to catch up your comments. Priscilla introducing Scientology. Ben say Scientology messes head up. Come on, you know what I think about Scientology, guys. It's a joke. It's disgraceful. So I doubt DNRs can take over. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that the DNR was taken over the phone. I'm not saying that. This is, who said that? Linda. I'm saying, did Riley speak to Priscilla and give her permission to sign the DNR? And then Priscilla signs it. That's what I'm saying, yeah? No, Louis, I'm sorry, but I misunderstood the whole conversation. I shouldn't have come back. No, so Salvatore, no, we're debating. It's fine. Please don't worry, Salvatore. We are debating. We're trying to get to the truth. We're trying to see things from all different points of view. The hospital, Lisa, Riley, Priscilla. We're trying to see, come on, what happened? Because one of the most common things that people say on comments on the live streams is they feel that Priscilla turned off the machine. Priscilla signed the DNR. So we're trying to thrash it out, debate it, and get nearer to the truth. Amy Collett has been helping us, the researcher. So, okay. So please don't, Salvatore, please don't worry, mate. Everything's good. Logging in late. Oh, hi, Trudy. So Aisha, it's 5:30 in Australia. Yeah, if Lisa had surgery there before, the DNR would have been on file. But here, every so often, I think every 2 years, it has to be updated. So the DNR cannot be given over the phone. Yeah, again, Michelle, I'm not saying it was given over the phone. Yeah, I'm saying, did Riley phone Priscilla and give permission to Priscilla to sign it? That's what I'm saying, yeah? Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I had you on background noise. I just misunderstood. I love you the way you express your opinion. Yeah, Salvatore, it's okay. Not just my opinions. We're doing this together. There's over 40 people watching. We're all thrashing it out, trying to get nearer to the truth. We're just fans. We're just fans. Yeah? Hope you understand what I was trying to say, Salvatore. I cannot see Riley doing that. So Debbie says she cannot see Riley giving permission to Priscilla to go to sign the DNR. I understand that, but we don't know, do we? We don't know. We want to know. Don't we want to know what happened? We do. We love Lisa Marie so much and miss her and adore her. We grew up with Lisa Marie Presley. We grew up with her, didn't we, guys? We watched her. We were kids with Lisa, and then we grew up with Lisa. Many of us here, including me, I was a teenager when Lisa was a teenager. We became middle-aged with Lisa. We grew up. We always adored Elvis's only child. So it matters to us what happened at the time of death. The fans that adore and love Lisa, we want to know. We want to know, guys. What happened? Was it Priscilla? Was Riley involved? Was it the hospital? Was it Lisa Marie that maybe had signed a DNR years before? We want to know, was it the doctor's decision? Was it the nurses involved? Come on, guys. We want the truth. We're trying to get to the truth. So, oh, sorry, Michelle. Michelle, you know sometimes I get the wrong end of the conversation, yeah? Michelle, you know I love you. Right, let's have a look. Louis, your audio is going in and out. Okay, well, it's time to go now anyway, Jean. So, anyway, guys, we've had a brilliant live 2 hours. 2 hours, guys. We've been here for 2 hours debating. I think this has been quite a tough live stream, hasn't it, guys? This has been a tough live stream. We've thrashed it out. Team Elvis taking care of business. Thank you, Amy Collett. Thank you very much for helping us. I don't think that we have got a 100% answer with this DNR. We don't know. Even now, after us talking about it with help from Amy, oh, thank you, Salvatore. Even with all of us talking, we don't really know. Did Priscilla sign the DNR on her own or not? That's the question. Did Priscilla sign the DNR on her own or didn't she? We don't know. We still don't know. Guys, love to all of you. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back in the morning. We've had a brilliant live 2 hours. How did we do this for 2 hours? How does it happen? How do us Elvis fans, Lisa Marie fans, Elvis's Bloodline fans, how do we do it? 2 hours. Do any of you feel like it's been 2 hours? I don't. So if you like what I do, get us a coffee, send us a super thank you. Please become a member. We're trying to increase the membership to 100 members so we can do members lives. It's only $1 a month. You can cancel at any time. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. You must subscribe to get notifications. Guys, anyone that sends me a coffee, thank you so much. Anyone that sends me a super thank you so much. This has been fantastic. Thanks, guys. I'm out of here. Love to every one of you. I send love to all of you. Love you all, guys. Have a great day. Have a great evening. All the best.